Welcome to the NFC East meeting, week 1. Before we begin, can we all take a moment to laugh at the Cowboys for trading Micah Parsons? Are you done? No. Giant, I don't know why you're laughing. At least we got some compensation for our player. Can you please just let me have this? It's already week 1 and I'm depressed. You should have traded him to us. We had a better offer. Absolutely not. No one ever said you were smart. Besides, who knows? We could have won this trade. Come on now, Mo. You don't even believe that. We won't know until 2 years is up and after we've made all the picks. All you did was make it harder for us to get back to the Super Bowl. Please, you should be worried about making the playoff. Y'all look garbage out there. We should have beat y'all. If Jalen Carter didn't get ejected, we easily win. First of all, that's not even true. Second of all, who spits on someone? That's disgusting, Eagles, even for you. It reminds me of our offense. Dak spit first! Everyone here underestimated us. We could have easily won that game. Too bad CD has hands like feet. If anyone here is making the Super Bowl, it's us. Please relax, commies. All you did was beat us. Big whoop. Yeah, well, we play the Packers tonight. What are you gonna say when we beat them? Thank you. One step closer to securing first place overall. I honestly don't know who I want to lose. You're really gonna root for Micah Parsons over us? On the one hand, if the commies lose, that's the NFC East rival. On the other hand, the Packers lose every game this season. Technically, that's not feasible because the Lions already lost to them. We know you have experience with loss. Did you happen to see the #1 overall player in the NFL? Just wondering. Listen, Cowboys, we're gonna do what you guys could never do. You're gonna sign your best player to a reasonable deal before the price goes up? What? No. You're gonna hire a new GM? No, that's not what I'm talking about. You're gonna trade your best player for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark? What? We're not trading you Kenny Clark. He actually has been helping out on the run defense. Like a lot. I meant we're gonna beat the Packers. Oh. That makes sense. I knew that. I was gonna say that. Makes sense. My next guess was make it to an NFC Championship game. So are we gonna talk about how no one showed up to the NFC house except me? It got rescheduled to next season. You didn't see the email? I said they were going to the NFC house. No, I said I was going to a house party hosted by Gilly the Kid. Check your spam folder. Wow. I feel dumb. Hey, it can always be worse. How could it be worse, Eagles? Jackson Dart could be starting. Or Dak. All right, bro. I hate you. Hate is my love language. Wish me luck tonight, guys. Absolutely not. I hope you guys have fun. Can y'all both lose? Meeting adjourned, scrubs. I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting, week 2. Cowboy, you better be glad we didn't beat you because I was going to talk so much trash. Same here, Mo. How are you going to talk trash, Common? You got dominated by the Packers. Eagles, you barely beat a garbage Chiefs team. Jalen Hurts barely had 100 yards passing. We won the game. Shut up. And Giants, no matter what happens, you guys just find a way to lose games. Shout out Brandon Aubrey, though. Well, at least I have hope for the season now. Better be hoping for another high draft pick. At least we lost to a good team. We had a moral victory. The Cowboys had a moral loss. I believe it was Nick Sirianni who said, take pride in winning however we need to win. Yeah, he was talking about us playing the Chiefs, not playing the Giants. I'd rather have an ugly win than a pretty loss. You're still ugly, though. Speaking of ugly, I'm just gonna let you know right now, you lost the Micah trade. That's still TBD. But now you're starting to see the real Dan Quinn. He's never gonna be able to handle a Shanahan offense. We'll worry about that in the playoffs. Something you don't need to worry about this season. Didn't you lose your quarterback for the next couple of weeks? You need to be worried about his knee. He's practicing on Friday. Well, you need to worry about your corners and your safeties and your linebackers and your time management, because what was that? You could have had 3 extra points before the half. Don't forget GM and your breath, because I can smell it all the way from here. What did you eat? Is that what that smell is? That draw's crazy. Oh my gosh. Bro, it don't even smell that bad. And I know the most boring team in football isn't saying anything. Why don't you try not false starting when you run the tush push? Or lining up on sides when you do it? Or just running a different play in general. Did you know Russell Wilson had over 4 times the passing yards as Jalen Hurts? The teams with the worst records are trying to give me advice? It's week 2. I don't know what's funnier. How bad the Dallas defense is or how bad the Giants coaching is? Or how mid the Commanders are? At least we didn't struggle against the Giants. If we could just score in the red zone, we'd be undefeated. I know the feeling. And if the Cowboys had a quarterback, they'd be undefeated too. Dak is literally playing like the best quarterback in the league right now. Jalen Hurts is playing like a glorified running back. Nah, you know who a glorified running back is? Saquon Barkley. He only has 148 yards this season. Javonte Williams has 150. Really a pleasant surprise. Yeah, that's because he played you guys. I can't wait till we play you guys. Malik Neighbors clears all your receivers. That's only because he was going up against the Cowboys secondary. Well, that's why we just signed Jadeveon Clowney. He's going to help with that. You need to do a lot more than that. No, you wouldn't have needed a pass rush if you never traded Micah. Preach. I liked you better when Dan Snyder was your owner. Don't do that. I liked you better when Jerry Jones was your GM. Oh, wait. Okay. Clowney took a team-friendly deal. At least we're making moves. Everyone always wants to talk about Jerry Jones. No one wants to talk about Joe Shane, though. At least we can get get rid of him. It's probably his last year anyways. Just like the tush push. Enjoy it while you can. I'll enjoy Howie Roseman while I still can. We might not even be done adding pieces. Where there is delusion, there is hope. Where'd you hear that? I know you didn't read it. Your mom told me. Ha ha! You met the Cowboys' mom? Is she nice? I always forget how childish you are. I didn't. They're known for it. We're also known for being #1 in the NFC East. For now. In Mariota we trust. I'm just glad we don't suck as much as I thought. Meeting adjourned. Losers. I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 3. Before you say anything, everyone won this week except you. Hey, we lost too. You don't count. We already knew you were gonna lose. Better than the Cowgirls against the Bears. I don't know how you do it. Do what? Suck and still watch the games? Don't act like you don't know what this feels like, Cowboys. You should be used to it by now. Nah, this is a new level of ineptitude. I don't even know what that means, but I know you guys suck. First game of sack wasn't registered on Caleb Williams? You can't even blame a backup quarterback this time. To be fair, I consider Dak to be a backup quarterback. Good teams win with backup quarterbacks. I hope that's true. Did you guys see we're starting Jackson Dart this week? No one cares. So rude. I did see how garbage Russell Wilson looked this week, though. Surprising how Cowboys defense makes you look so much better than you are. I don't know why you keep talking trash. You should have lost to the Rams, the same way you should have lost to us. Like the commie said, good teams find a way to win. That's not what I said. And great teams find a way to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. I think we have the opposite problem. I used to pray for times like these. Like what? Did you just run an ad? Someone's got to pay the bills. This is just the beginning. The beginning of what? More ads? This is gonna be payback for the 90s. It's literally week 3, Slim. Anything can still happen. It is the golden era of football. Make the field goal, Ram. It's our time now. The rise of the Eagles. That sounds pretty good. Sounds like a straight-to-DVD Transformers movie. I love the Transformers series. Better than the straight-to-VHS Super Bowl. Ha-ha! How long is CeeDee Lamb out, by the way? They're saying it can only be 2 weeks. With the way your defense been playing, I don't think it's even gonna matter against the Packers. Even if we gave you back all your old players, I still don't think it would help. Good luck against Micah, though. You're gonna need it. Let's take a bet. How many sacks do we think Micah Parsons gonna get against the Cowboys? Why are we doing this? Is this really necessary? I'm gonna be really conservative here, and I'm gonna say 6. How is that conservative? I'm going 11. 11. I'm going at least 8. Okay. Well, what if we beat the Packers? Anyone ever thought about that? I mean, anything's possible. They just lost to the Browns. I'm just saying. You're so silly, Cowboy. I'm not saying we're gonna win. I'm just saying it's like possible. Oh, that's funny. You're always good for a laugh, Cowboys. Meeting adjourned. Any given Sunday, right? I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 4. Why are you wearing a... It's a tie! Why are you laughing, commies? You lost. We're still ahead of you in the NFC East. Did anyone see we won our first game? Leave it to the Cowboys to lose without losing. Jackson Dart made his debut. At least our offense looked lethal. Wish I could say the same about y'all. I'll take 4-0 over a lethal offense that ties games any day. Jaden Daniels comes back this week, so we'll be fine. Didn't all of you predict Micah Parsons was gonna have like 6 sacks or more? He didn't even have 1. No, he had 1, even if it was for 0 yards. Of course, the team that runs the tush push thinks you can get a sack for 0 yards. I'm tired of this. You guys are not gonna act like we didn't just win our first game. Calm down, buddy. No, I will not calm down. We beat the Chargers and we actually look good. You did your thing, Slim. I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud of you, Giants. Now we don't have to worry about you getting the #1 overall pick. Wow, Cowboys. You guys have the same amount of wins now, too. I hate it here. I'm not gonna let you guys diminish my light this week. Watch me. Cam Scatterboo looked great. Our defense shut down one of the best offenses in the league. Why didn't you do that to us? And Jackson Dart even won MVP. What's the MVP? Nickelodeon's valuable player. Duh. How's Malik Neighbors, though? Really, wow, Eagles? That's low even for you, Eagles. Is it? To answer your question, Eagles, he's out for the season. Like the Cowboys defense. I cannot wait for you guys to run out of luck. 20 wins and 1 loss over our last 21 games is not lucky. Come on, Mo. You gotta admit, you guys get some crazy calls. The only crazy calls I get is from your mom. I'm praying for your downfall. Can you tell her I'm gonna be a little bit late tonight? You wanna take this outside? What's up? All right, guys, relax. What are you gonna do, Cowboys? Tie us up? You need to deal with your own problems before A.J. Brown revolts. It'll be fine as long as we keep winning. I'm rooting for the Broncos so hard this week. Rooting for another team because you can't do the job yourself. Sad. Cowboys, you know what that feels like. I also know what winning 5 Super Bowls feels like. Well, since you're living in the past still, can you pick up some tie-dye shirts while you're at it? I want a tie-dye shirt. Meeting adjourned. I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting, week 5. I've been waiting for this one. Feels good to win, doesn't it, Cowboys? Yes, it does, commies. You guys need to relax, okay? We're still #1 in the division. I told you your luck was gonna run out, didn't I? It's hard to win when the refs are blatantly cheating for the Broncos. You gonna cry? I am. We lost to the worst team in the league. We suck. The worst team in the league is the Jets, but you're a close second. Thank you. That's why I don't know why you're so excited, Cowboys. You gave up 22 points to the Jets. Well, if you scored 22 points, you would have won the game. Too bad AJ Brown stopped running, though. Whatever. Better watch out, Eagles. A couple more losses and we'll be in first place. No one is afraid of you, commies. You beat the Chargers. Hey, we beat them too. Exactly my point. That's all that needs to be said. Sounds like you're coping, Eagles. Oh no, whatever will we do with one loss? Quick question. Who's #1 in the NFC East? Does anyone know? Our defense actually looked good this week. If Dak keeps playing like this, we're gonna be hard to beat. I have to say, what you guys are doing is pretty impressive, Cowboys. You guys didn't even have CD Lamb. They beat the Jets. The 0-4 Jets. The team that hasn't won a game all season. Honestly, you can only beat teams that play in New Jersey. I will be mad too if every time they force my quarterback to throw, we lost. We lose one game and all of a sudden you guys act like we suck. Pretty much. That's accurate. I told you I was preying on your downfall. Well, it's a good thing we have a bye this week. You play us this week. You've already said that one before. It's not funny anymore, Eagles. Yes, it is. You want to know what's funny? Joe Shane might be worse than Jerry Jones. That's not funny. That's just truthful. What's funny, Giants? Cam Scatterboo almost has as many yards rushing as Saquon Barkley. Is that true? That's crazy, Slim. That's because our O-line is injured. You guys hear that? What? That's the Eagles making excuses. Yeah. Laugh it up while you still can. You won't be laughing this Sunday, Giants. I guarantee that. I might be. To keep from crying. We had 4 out of our 5 offensive linemen injured. No one cares about your injuries. Suck it up, Buttercup. Enjoy this while you can, because it's going to be a while before we lose again. You sure about that? Was Saquon averaging 3.2 yards per carry? Alright, so everyone just came here to roast us. Yep. Yeah, Mo. Remember all the fat jokes about Debo? Bet you wish you hadn't now. Hello? AJ Brown? You want to play for a real quarterback? I mean, we're kind of all full at receiver over here. Maybe you could go to the Giants? Yeah, we could really use him with Neighbors out. Oh, you say you want to play for a real quarterback. Jackson Dart can't be any worse than Jalen Hurts. Let me see what I can do. I'll get back to you. Keep up the good work, man. You guys suck. Cope. Still #1 in the NFC East. Seethe. Go Birds. You're still ugly, though. Meeting adjourned. I mean, on the inside. I don't want to be too mean. He's not used to taking L's like us. I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting, week 6. Is that my chain? Listen up here, wise guys. Things are gonna start changing around Just because you beat us doesn't mean... Did I say you could talk? That's what I thought. Now, you gave the Cowboys crap for barely beating us. And look what we did to you. We beat you by 17. That was hilarious. And what are you laughing about, Cowboys? You let the Carolina Panthers beat you. Our defense sucks. You tell me something I don't know. I miss Micah Parsons. Your defense? Forget about it. Did you know the Panthers have more playoff wins in the past 30 years than you? Dang. And commies, you went in on the Cowboys after they lost to the Bears, just to lose to them yourself? If it wasn't raining, we would have won. I actually got something for you. What do you mean you got something for me? Just like the game. Despicable. Really? Each of you has brought shame to the family. Our offense sucks. Our defense sucks. Matt Gay sucks. Did he turn the ball over 3 times? No, but... No buts going forward. Yes, sir. I guess there's a new sheriff in town. You could say that again. I need a new defensive coordinator in town. Giants! 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 Just because you beat us doesn't mean anything. We're still first place in the division. You gave us crap for barely beating the Giants. And look, they beat you by 17 points. What are you laughing about, Cowboys? You let the Carolina Panthers beat you. I know you ain't talking commies. You went in on us after the Bears beat us just to lose to them yourself? If it wasn't raining, we would have won. Did you know the Panthers have won more playoff games in the past 30 years than you? Damn. Each of us has brought shame to the NFC East in some way. Each of you has brought shame to the family. Our offense sucks. Our defense sucks. Matt Gay sucks. Did he turn the ball over 3 times? No, but... No buts going forward. Honestly, this is just a weird year. I still can't believe the Giants beat the Eagles. Why are you so quiet, Giants? I expect you to be talking a lot more trash. There's a new... There's a new sheriff in town. Please relax. You're 2-4 still. It was a great win, Giants. I'm proud of you. I don't know if Jackson Dart and Cam Skytaboo are actually good or the Eagles just suck. Could be a combo. Hopefully this gets us a new offensive coordinator. You know what it won't get? Zadarius Smith back. Yeah, well, at least we don't have Matt Eberflus and Jerry Jones. Oh, before I forget, Giants, all of us pitched in and got you this. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, guys. You earned it. Unlike Kevin Patullo. Congrats, Giants. Been a long time coming. Let's try not to suck this week, guys. It's getting embarrassing. No promises. Signed our defense. I mean, we play the Cowboys, so one of us has to win, right? Stranger things have already happened. Meeting adjourned. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new sheriff in town. I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 7. Honestly, we should take back your jersey after that performance.
You can't have it back.
How do you give up 33 points in the fourth quarter? How do you give up over 40 points to the Cowboys? You did the same thing. At least we were competitive and have swag. Who lied to you, Mo? No one can blame you guys for struggling against our offense. We have the best offense in the league. Even if that's true, which it's not, we still have the best record in the NFC East. You struggled against a Carson Wentz-led Vikings team in the Big 2025. Jalen Hurts didn't. Wow. Oh, one game where he doesn't look like a running back? A.J. Brown so hates it. I forget how easy it is for you to believe media propaganda. You were the one saying Carson Wentz was better than Dak. He was, before he got injured. Debatable. A case could be made. Please, the only case that needs to be made is if our defense doesn't suck, we're going far this year. If only you had a premier pass rusher. Oh, wait. If only we can make an extra point. If only we weren't injured. Nobody's trying to hear your excuses, commies. Everyone's injured. Not our fault Jane Daniels injury prone. It was an illegal hip drop tackle. What are you guys gonna do when we get Max Crosby? Turn Madden off? If you guys want to trade for Max Crosby, you should have just signed Micah Parsons. And if you guys wanted to beat the Broncos, you shouldn't give up 33 points in the fourth quarter to Bo Nix. But here we are. The Raiders already said they're not trading Max Crosby. Don't get your hopes up. And we said we weren't trading Micah Parsons right before he got traded too. Well, the Raiders aren't as dumb as Jerry Jones. I don't know about that, Slim. Did you see how much money they signed Geno Smith for? All right, that's fair. Howie Roseman still needs to work some magic though before the trade deadline. I see why Amari Cooper retired now. Psst. How much you want for Kayvon Thibodeau? Keep dreaming, Cowboys. We'll give you a 5th. How about we give you a 5th and you take Evan Neal? Absolutely not. It's so funny how the Giants look legit one week and then they look trash the next week. It's gonna be real funny when this trash team beats you again. That would be hilarious. If you beat the Eagles, I'll personally get you a Cam Skytaboo jersey. Really? I'll go in for half with you, Cowboys. Oh, okay. So you guys teaming up against me. Pathetic. Are you scared, Eagles? Well, you know what they say. What? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fire Kevin Patullo. I personally think he's doing a great job. Almost as good as Eberflus. Ha ha! Meeting adjourned. Pray for Jaden Daniels. I'm a grown man. Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 8. Why did no one tell me we were dressing up? Don't worry, I brought your outfit. Really, bruh? Put it on. Looks good on you. I got this shirt before Skytaboo got injured. Injuries suck, man. First Malik Neighbors, now Skytaboo? I think we might actually be cursed. What are you even supposed to be, Eagles? You can't tell? I'm one of the scariest things any NFL team could ever see. Dan Snyder? A referee who doesn't stop forward progress on the tush push when it's clearly a fumble? No. I'm Jerry Jones. Ha ha! Ha ha ha. So funny. Almost as funny as your defense. Ha ha! Are you done? Almost as funny as Joe Milton outplaying Dak. Ha ha! See, this is why I can't take you seriously. You always operate in bad faith. Almost as funny as any of yous thinking you have a chance winning the NFC East this season. I really wouldn't get too comfortable, Eagles. You just lost to the Giants a couple of weeks ago. I wish we could go back to the glory days. You better be glad Jaden Daniels is out. You saw what we were capable when we had Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel. What? Get blown out by the Chiefs? The game was closer than the final score. Right. Our game wasn't close. Neither was the Cowboys. Ha ha! What did we do to deserve this? And how does Brian Dable still have a job? How does Matt Eberflus still have a job? Y'all really made Bo Nix look like Tom Brady. At this point, we either need to lose out or make a splash trade right now. The fact you still think you have a chance this season is real delusion. As long as you have Dak, you're cooked. Says the team with Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts to you. I know we didn't beat the Eagles, but is there any way we could still get the Skytaboo jersey? No. You really let me down, Giants. We tried our hardest. Don't worry, Giants. That's how it should have gone the first time. Everything is right with the world now. We truly are living in dark times. Have you guys started looking at mock drafts yet? Oh, yeah. I started immediately after we traded Micah Parsons. We're not even halfway through the season yet, guys. This is sad. Now you guys know how I felt the past couple of seasons. Why are you even wearing an astronaut helmet? Because if we beat you, it would have been out of this world. That is the lamest thing I've heard all season.
I just like Black Panther.
Me too.
Wakanda forever. Ibombe.
Hey, we need some of that vibranium. Always trying to colonize. What? You guys want to go trick-or-treating together? You still go trick-or-treating? There's a place in Hoboken on Bloomfield Street. They give out full-size candy bars. I'll meet you there. Just save me some. Okay. Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting, week 9. How did we win on our bye week? We might not have won against the Cardinals, but we were winners at the trade deadline. Another overpay by Jerry Jones. Why was he still in the game? You should have just kept Micah if you were going to trade all that for Quinnen Williams. I thought we played pretty well against the 49ers. But did you win, though? No, but... Because we won the trade deadline. Howie was cooking. You can't keep getting away with this. We can and we will. How did you get Jalen Phillips? You know, we were looking at him, too. He wanted to come to a winning franchise. Still have more Super Bowls, by the way. Why was he still in the game? Oh, and if Jalen Phillips sucks for whatever reason, we still get a comp pick if we let him walk. He's basically free. Can we just agree to not trade with the Eagles anymore? I'm in. You're in last place in the division. You're in jury prone. And Cowboys, you're in denied. You can't lie, Eagles. You know the Quinnen Williams trade was good value. Anytime you can get an all-pro defensive tackle, you do it. I'm really going to miss Mozzie Smith. He was really one of our best undercover players. You know, if Howie made the same trade, you would have been happy. If you guys made the trade earlier, it might have been good. But you're 3-5-1. Not for long. You're a couple of games away from the Giants. You say that like it's a bad thing, which it is, but I don't like your tone. Why was he still in the game? Why was he still in the game? Commies, relax. Why was he still in the game? This happens to us every time. We finally get a good quarterback, and then an injury happens. I couldn't watch the replay. It hurt me watching this. I understand what you're going through, commies. Do you? Do you? At least you still have Jackson Dart. First RG3. Now Jalen Daniels! I tried to warn you about Dan Quinn. He's not the guy you thought he was. Take him back. We don't want him. He tricked us. Trade for Eberflus? Just like Dak tricked the Cowboys into a $60 million contract per year. Your tune's gonna change once Quinnen Williams on the field. You even have the best defensive tackle in the division. It's true. Dexter Lawrence is the best. Jalen Carter is the best. Quinnen Williams clears both. And he's reunited with his former D-line coach? Be afraid. I might be afraid if you guys had a secondary. I'm surprised Deron Bland didn't break his ankles getting frozen like that against Marvin Harrison Jr. It would have been worse if it was Jair Alexander. There's a reason he hasn't been playing. He just needs a fresh start with the contender, which you don't know about. Speaking of contenders, DeMarvion, Overshown, and Savon Revel are coming back after the bye week. It's not enough. You know who won't be back after the bye week? Cam Scatterboo, Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels. Why was he still in the game? This really was the best bye week ever. I wish I could say I was happy for you, but that would be a lie. We're really gonna break the NFC's curse. What curse? He's talking about winning the division back to back. Last time that happened was 0-4. It was us, by the way. Cowboys still didn't make the playoffs either. Why do you know that off the top of your head? If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Where'd you see that? I know you didn't read it in the book. I saw it on a Howie Roseman meme. I thought it was Real Housewives of Atlanta. Meeting adjourned. Tell Stephen A. Smith I said hi. Why was he still in the game? Why?
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 10. I never thought I'd say this, but thanks for beating the Packers. It's what good teams do. We got the 21st overall pick now from the Packers. Honestly, I was rooting for you guys to lose, but it was a win-win either way. That's how we feel about you guys still having Jerry Jones. This whole season has been lose, lose, and lose more. First we lose Malik Neighbors, then we lose Cam Scatterboo, and now Jackson Dart has a concussion. At least you finally got rid of Brian Dable. Cowboys, I've been meaning to ask you, what do you think about us hiring Mike McCarthy? I mean, he's good, but he's kind of stuck in the past. Just like the Cowboys. You guys should have never fired him. I just want to apologize for freaking out like I did last week. I thought Jane Daniels' season was over. You were wilding. I can't even lie. I would just keep him out the rest of the year. You guys need the high draft pick. Hey, Mo, nobody was talking to you. Not my fault you guys signed a whole bunch of elderly, washed-up free agents about to get their AARP card. How's Scary Terry doing, by the way? I heard he was going to Spain, but he's not playing. This man tricked us. I'm in Spain with no egg. guess. I'm trying to figure out if we can still make the playoffs. Your delusion is actually admirable. You never know what can happen. This season's been very weird. There's no way we keep Mike Kafka as the head coach, guys, right? I don't know why you kept Joe Shane but got rid of Brian Dable. We just kept losing games we should have won. Cowboys, you know how that feels. I swear you are the luckiest team in the NFL. Luck doesn't get you to 7-2. How do the refs call a false start on the Packers but not when you guys do it on the tush push? Game recognizes game, so you've been paying them off. Ooh, what about Lane Kiffin? I could get on the Lane train. Choo-choo! Never make that sound again. Hater. That would be crazy though, reuniting his college coach with him. I want to be reuniting with JD5. We could bring in Antonio Pierce as the defensive coordinator. The sky's the limit. This is sad. Everyone here is preparing for next season and we're the only team here preparing for the postseason. Nobody has given up on this year. You definitely should. Dak is your quarterback. Your luck's gonna run out eventually and I will be there when it does. Okay, buddy. There's a reason why AJ Brown said if you have me in fantasy, get rid of me. I lived through the Donovan McNabb T.O. era. This isn't anything. Keep telling yourself that. I lived through the Alex Smith injury. This is nothing. I lived through Jerry Jones being the GM, and he's still the GM. We're built different. What if we make Jameis Winston a player coach? What are we even talking about? At least the pregame speech would be lit. Giants, please be serious. And the postgame press conferences would be so fun too. Come on, Slim. Could you imagine? Do I still have to be here? Don't be mad, we're gonna eat a W this week, guys. I believe in you, Giants. Go for it. You got it. Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 11. We're back, baby. We're not. Leave it to the Cowgirls to get hype after beating the 2-8 Raiders. So we're not allowed to celebrate our wins? Celebrate when you beat a team over 500. Oh wait, you can't. Ha-ha! Did you guys see Cam Scatterboo on Monday Night Raw? Do you really think it's appropriate for a player to be going on Raw when he's injured? Do you think it's appropriate to lose to the Dolphins? What are you gonna do when we beat y'all on Sunday? Turn Madden off? We don't lose in Kelly Green. All right, keep that same energy. This is your Super Bowl, but Lane Johnson is out. Cam Jurgens might not even play, so here come all the excuses already. No excuses. I'm just saying if we lose, we'll still be in first place and making the playoffs. You can't relate to either. Ha! Did you guys see Cam Scatterboo streaming Madden? I just started following him. He tried to go for it on 4th down and 1 and didn't get it with himself. Unrealistic, right? Maybe my expectations for this season were unrealistic. In times like these, comments, we have to look at the bright side. There is no bright side though. We have one of the oldest teams in the league. It actually is the oldest. Just letting you know. Thank you for that. And we only have 2 picks inside the top 100 this year. Yes, but now those picks will be higher since you guys suck. I can't even deny that. Remember, it's not about the quantity of picks, it's about the quality. Unless you have Howie Roseman. Then you can do both. Too bad Howie Roseman can't be your offensive coordinator. Never thought I'd be agreeing with the Cowboys fan. Y'all are always glazing Howie, but Jerry Jones has been cooking. Come on now, Mo. Slow your roll, Cowboys. Be serious. I'm serious. We got a top 5 receiver in George Pickens for a 3rd and a 5th. Top 20 at best. That's A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith with Jalen Hurts throwing them the ball. Still better than McLaurin. Then he turns Micah Parsons into Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams. You know, I never looked at it that way. And we have 2 first-round picks this year. Must be nice. I'll admit the Quinnen Williams trade was actually decent. Finally, some honesty from the Eagles. If Jerry would have made it 4 games ago. And they're back. You're 4-5-1. The chances of you making the playoffs are almost non-existent. Even if we don't make the playoffs, we're set up for the next couple of years. Must be nice. I feel the exact same way. Once we get everyone healthy, you better watch out, Eagles. Okay. You're set up for failure. Dak is still your quarterback and getting paid way too much money. We got a window with Dak, and Jerry Jones knows it. Must be nice. Dak's window is closing faster than Quinyon Mitchell on a slant route. At least they have a window. Positive thoughts, commies. What is there to be positive about? You still have Jaden Daniels. Who knows if he's even playing the rest of the season? And you know what that means? What? Higher draft picks. We only have 2 picks inside the top 100. You can always trade back. We'll trade with you. No. Wait, so Eagles, you want to make a bet on who wins the game this Sunday? Yeah, I'll make a bet with you. I bet we'll still be in first place. Meeting adjourned. Weak. They're scared. Must be nice.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 12. Can you stand up real quick? Why am I standing up? Now sit all the way down! I wasn't even that funny. I wasn't even that funny. Congrats on winning your Super Bowl. All that trash y'all were talking? Just to get humbled in the second half. Oh no, we lost. Now we're all the way back in first place in the division still. Nah, Mo, you were 21 points up at half and then you let the Cowboys come back? Take some accountability for sucking. This is on Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patullo. I don't know. The players weren't responding in the second half either. Just like your team in overtime versus the Lions. I'm glad we lost. Why mess up our draft position? You should be asking the Cowboys the same question. The biggest comeback in Cowboys history. 24 unanswered points. It's one game. It's not the end of the world. Oh, all of a sudden, it's just one game now. So why were you texting me at halftime then? You guys text during the games? I'm just glad we didn't lose this week. Didn't you guys have a bye week? Maybe. If we beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, we could actually make the playoffs. I wouldn't bet on it. I know you wouldn't. Just like you didn't want to bet on our game. Because you're scared. I am scared. That we're going to waste a great season with terrible coaching. At least it's not because of injuries. Yeah, cry me a river. Boo-hoo-hoo. I don't know how we won a Super Bowl last year with the same talent. And now we look like this? Maybe that nasty attitude of yours is finally catching up to you. Well, you know who's not catching up to me? Cam Scottaboo and Malik Neighbors. You disgust me. Speaking of Super Bowls, any advice on how to beat Patrick Mahomes? Make sure Jalen Hurts is on your team. The same Jalen Hurts from this season? He activates once he gets in the playoffs. It's like the opposite of DAHECK. All right, bro. Since it is Thanksgiving tomorrow, I think we should keep with the tradition and everyone go around and say something they're thankful for. I'm thankful the Cowboys beat the Eagles last week. Hey. And for Jackson Dart. I'm thankful for Quinnen Williams. Ever since he's come to the team, he's been a game changer. I'm also thankful for Brian Schottenheimer. I know you guys were clowning me when we hired him initially, but the guys have responded to him pretty well. Don't forget the referees too. I didn't know you could be this salty. How does CeeDee Lamb stiff arm Cooper DeJean and we get the penalty? Cry more. I'm thankful the season's almost over. Amen. All right, guys. Well, wish me luck. Wait, where are you guys going? Don't you want to hear what I'm thankful for? We just assumed you would be trolling like normal. Let's hear it, Eagles. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys. Really? We're like a family. We are? Because no matter what happens for the rest of the season, we're still winning the NFC East. There it is. Ha-ha! So despicable. Can we have another bye week? I hope the Chiefs destroy you. Post Malone's not even that good. Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting, week 13. You guys have a good Thanksgiving? Because I know I did. We almost messed up our draft stock, but Younghoe Koo knew what to do. You gotta be more subtle about losing, Giants. Why do you think we went for 2 against the Broncos? You're right. I just can't help it sometimes, though. Eagles, how was your Black Friday? Well, the deals this year weren't really that good. Yeah, Black Friday just isn't what it used to be. We lost to the Bears. Oh, yeah. Remember when you were clowning us for losing to the Bears? We still didn't lose by as many points as you did. A loss is still a loss. We're still first place in the division. Not gonna be able to say that for too long. Must be nice going up against an injured Lions team. Don't you play the Chargers this week? Yeah. Didn't Justin Herbert just injure his hand? Yeah, but they're saying he'll be good to go on Monday, unfortunately. Oh no, you actually have to play a decent team with their starting quarterback. Jalen Carter's been ruled out? This sucks. You gonna cry? You need to worry about the Lions, because if you lose, we're winning the division for sure. Speaking of the division, did any of you guys happen to catch Hard Knocks? Yeah, that John was trash. Don't be mad they showed one of the best games of all time, us coming back from 21 points. Well, it was your Super Bowl. I can actually rewatch my Super Bowls in high definition. Now who's talking about the past? I just love Jackson Dart. I'm so glad he's a part of our team. His fits totally slay. Like Santa. Get it? Because it's December? He really does need to learn how to slide or get out of bounds. Trust me, I know. Well, we aren't playing soccer. This is a contact sport. All right, Mo. I'm telling you, if he doesn't learn how to protect himself, he won't last in the league. I don't know how Kevin Patullo's lasted in the league. I saw some Eagles fans egged his house. Not cool. You want to say anything to your fans about that type of behavior, Eagles? Why didn't you TP the house too? Really, Eagles? If you're gonna do something, do it right. That was extremely rude. Pun intended. I knew you had no class, but I didn't realize it was this bad. I did. Shut up, losers. That's why Darius Slay got claimed by the Bills. You thought you could pull a fast one and claim him first? At this point, we need all the help we can get. He can't be worse than Adoree Jackson. Wanting to retire instead of play for the Bills is insane work. You want to play for a champion? The Bills got a better chance of winning the Super Bowl this year than y'all. And we have a better chance at winning the division than you guys. It's gonna be so glorious when y'all lose the division this year. It's 2023 all over again. Even if we do fall apart this season, we can always reload in the offseason thanks to Howie. Wait just 1 second. What? You've been giving us crap the past couple of weeks for talking about next season. Yeah, and all of a sudden now you're talking about the future. How is that okay? We can't win the Super Bowl every year. I think what they're trying to say is you're being a hypocrite. Well, that's what having Kevin Patullo does to you. Meeting adjourned. Wait, where are you going? I gotta go buy some toilet paper. Job's not finished. Why does he need toilet paper? He must have diarrhea again. Diarrhea is no joke.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting, Week 14.
It looks like everyone lost this week.
31-0 to the Vikings. We suck.
It's okay, commies. We all suck.
Don't include us with yous, guys. You better include Jalen Hurts, because that was atrocious. It was a really bad game. His receivers didn't help him out, though. Oh, now you care about tip pass interceptions. Funny how that works. Even with all those interceptions, he still has less than Dak on the season. Yeah, because he's thrown way less passes, and your offense is elementary.
I have to admit, I've never seen anyone turn the ball over twice in one play. Hurts, don't it?
No player's ever done that before, by the way. Good job, Hurts. Is it too much to ask for a healthy Jaden Daniels for one full game? He needs to stay healthy. Mariota over here throwing career-ending passes to Zach Ertz. He didn't deserve that.
It's actually pronounced Mariota.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Lions put up 44 points on your defense. Man, I thought our defense changed. They did change. They went from garbage to trash. Ha ha! Sounds like you're talking about Jalen Hurts the past couple games. Ha ha ha! Don't ever speak on the Super Bowl MVP ever again. That's why you're going to be watching us in the playoffs at home.
I don't know, Eagles. Nothing would surprise me at this point.
We play the Raiders. That should be an easy dub. I mean, honestly, we could lose. I don't even know what's going on at this point. We just gotta hope Dallas' defense keeps sucking it up. I swear this feels like the longest season of my life.
I told you to look at the mock drafts, Commie. It only takes one player to turn your frown upside down.
That was supposed to be Jaden Daniels. We have to do better as a division. This is starting to get embarrassing. Was that you after the second or third interception Hurts threw? Remember those Lions who hung 44 points on you? Yeah, we beat them. Just so you know. So it was after the fourth interception? Gotcha. Listen up here, Smeagol.
I love Lord of the Rings. My precious. My precious.
You beat the Lions by 1 touchdown and the score was 16-9. I'd rather win by 1 touchdown and hold them to 9 points than lose by 2 touchdowns and give up 44 points. You know what? That's actually a fair counterpoint. We did score 30 points though, just so everyone knows.
Do you guys want to do a Lord of the Rings marathon? We could do like a sleepover.
Is Jaden Daniels gonna be there?
Maybe.
Is he gonna be healthy? If anyone here should be Lord of the Rings, it's us. We still have the most with 5. They could release another trilogy and you still wouldn't have made it back to the NFC Championship game.
So are you guys in or out?
I'm gonna have to pass. I bet you wish Hurst did less of that against the Chargers. Why can Justin Herbert get injured and still play perfectly fine? Why can't that happen to Jaden Daniels? It was an injury on his non-throwing hand. So was ours!
What about you, Cowboys? Are you in for the Lord of the Rings marathon sleepover extravaganza?
I'll let you know in a couple weeks. Right after they lose to the Chargers, too. We actually play the Vikings this week. Avenge us.
Did someone say Avengers?
No.
We can watch that, too.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves this week.
No promises.
Did Dan Snyder curse us? Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 15. I'm sorry it took so long for the meeting this week, guys.
Why did it take so long, Eagles?
I lost my voice because I was laughing at the Cowboys so much. Ha ha! Technically, we still haven't been eliminated from the playoffs. You have a 1% chance. That's 1% chance more than you. You know you need us to beat the Eagles twice and the Eagles to lose out. Both of which are not happening. I've already started preparing the mock drafts. I thought you were going to say planning your vacation. You know, you should be getting some loyalty discounts by now. I hear Cabo's nice.
It's way better than being on a boat in Miami. Trust me. Cowboys, what's wrong? Are you sick?
He's got the Eberflus. I hear it kills defenses. Ha ha, very funny. It's not like you're gonna do anything in the postseason anyways. That might be true, but if we play how we played against the Raiders, it's the Raiders. Oh, now it's just the Raiders because we're playing them. I'm literally repeating verbatim what you said to me. Oh.
I just want to thank you, commies, for beating us.
It wasn't on purpose.
We're still on track to have the #1 overall pick.
At least you're finally in first place for something.
Whatever, Eagles. Commies, I think it was the right thing to shut down Jaden Daniels.
Well, technically, he still hasn't been cleared, so...
Now we can all focus our attention on tanking.
I don't think we're going to be tanking. Why not? Honestly, you need to trade with the Giants so you can draft a quarterback.
That would be so fun, Cowboys. What are you offering?
I'm not offering anything.
That wouldn't even work in Madden. Let's try again.
No, you're worth Giants.
We get Quinnen Williams.
I'm not offering anything because we're not looking for a quarterback. We have Dak. I don't know who's more delusional, Jerry Jones or the fans.
What if we just give you Evan Neal for free?
We're using these last games as evaluations on players. I feel like we've been doing that all season. While you guys are evaluating for next season, we'll be resting our players and evaluating our playoff opponents.
All you're doing is getting a worse draft pick, Eagles. I thought Howie Roseman was supposed to be smart.
No matter what happens, we're still getting valuable playoff experience.
Well, at least all of us can bond over our shared hatred of you.
We love being hated. It powers us. I don't know why they had to do the Hard Knocks on the NFC East this season. It really is the Hard Knocks curse. I think it's the Jerry Jones curse for you guys. He did look upset on Hard Knocks. And upset Jerry Jones is a scary thing. Why do you say that? Because he might do something rational, like firing Matt Eberflus.
Here's to hoping he gets one more year.
Giants!
You gotta admit, it's a little funny.
It's about as funny as an ACL tear. Speaking of which, you guys might actually want the Micah trade now. Wow. Crazy. When you guys see me next time, we'll be NFC East champs again. Back to back. Not if I have anything to say about it, which I won't. Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 16. I told you we're going back to back. I'll laugh when you guys get eliminated in the first round. We are not used guys. And Dak Prescott is not our quarterback. Anything is possible. That's what I thought at the beginning of the year too.
This year has sucked.
You can say that again.
This year has sucked.
It's only sucked because you're rooting for the wrong team. Don't act like this year hasn't sucked for you two. You still have Kevin Patullo. Fair point. I don't even want to play you on Christmas, Cowboys. I wouldn't want to take an L on Christmas either. If you lose to Josh Johnson, you really have bigger problems than I thought. We should be the ones playing on Christmas.
Why would they let the Grinch play on Christmas?
Yeah, you guys will probably boo Santa again. Only if he deserved it.
Since Christmas is tomorrow, I brought presents for everyone.
Even me?
Yes, even you, Eagles. Open it.
You shouldn't have, Giants. I mean, I should go first since I won the NFC East and all. It's only fitting, you know. Did you really get me mouthwash?
Now you can wash your mouth with all those dirty words you've been saying.
Cowboys, you need this more than me. I can smell your breath from over here. Go ahead, take a swig real quick.
Okay, Cowboys, your turn.
Wonder what it could be. A Micah Parsons jersey. Thanks, Giants.
It was on clearance. Now you can remember all the good times you had together.
How thoughtful of you.
And last but not least, go ahead, commies.
Bandages?
I had some left over in case you needed any.
Hopefully I won't have to use any more of these, but I appreciate it, Slim. I feel bad. We didn't get you anything, Giants. I don't. Yeah, it feels kind of messed up. You got all of us presents, but we didn't get you anything.
It's okay, guys. You already got me this jersey. And besides, hanging out with you guys is the best present I could ever have.
Wow. Thanks, Giants. I guess we are kind of like one big dysfunctional family. Wish I felt the same. Hope both of you guys lose on Christmas. Why do you always have to ruin everything, Eagles? Someone's got to do it.
Deep down, he really loves us, guys.
No, I don't. I'm not even watching your game on Christmas. I got to finish Stranger Things.
Oh my gosh, I love Stranger Things. You want to watch it together?
Meeting adjourned.
Did you see when Vecna came out? Wait.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 17.
Why did we win against the Raiders?
You lose when you're supposed to win and win when you're supposed to lose. You're just like the Cowboys. I wanted to win. I didn't.
All you did was get a worse draft pick, Cowboys.
Well, you did the same thing too.
I didn't mean to.
Since the new year is upon us, I thought this would be a great time for us to make New Year's resolutions. My New Year's resolution is to be healthier next season.
Mine too.
Come on, guys. Those are too superficial. I need you to go deeper. I didn't even know you knew what the word superficial meant. Well, my New Year's resolution then is to be more appreciative of Jaden Daniels when he's here. Everything changes when he's out.
That's a good one, commies. For my New Year's resolution, I want us to not be competing for the first overall pick next season.
Now that's more like it. Even though you guys still suck with or without Jaden Daniels, and you'll probably end up getting close to the first overall pick anyway.
This is why no one likes you, Eagles.
Good.
Your New Year's resolution should be learning to be nicer to people.
Nice doesn't get you in the playoffs.
For now.
What's your New Year's resolution, Cowgirls? To make it past the first round? My New Year's resolution is to get rid of Matt Eberflus. It's actually pretty reasonable.
I think he's doing a really good job.
You want to get rid of Matt Eberflus the same way you got rid of Trayvon Diggs. We should have released both of them a while ago. Should we sign him? It's the only chance you'll have at a Cowboys player winning a Super Bowl this season.
Ha! That's not true. DeMarcus Lawrence is on the Seahawks.
Thanks for the reminder.
No problem, Cowboys. But I'm a little confused. Why didn't you let Diggs stay in Washington after the game?
Yeah. Who's the Grinch now? It's team policy. Everyone flies back together. But his family's in D.C. He would have just flown right back right after. Heartless. I don't know, man. He asked last minute. There are proper ways to go about doing this.
I just think you could have gone about it differently.
Maybe you're right, but at the end of the day, he's not our problem anymore. No wonder you guys didn't make the playoffs. Whatever, Eagles. What's your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is... absolutely nothing. Really, Mo?
Come on, Eagles. There must be something.
Why would we change anything when what we're doing is working? Well, mainly because we're the first NFC East back-to-back champions in how long? Yes, but we're even resting our starters this week. So you wouldn't change your offensive coordinator next year? My New Year's resolution is to get a new offensive coordinator. That's actually pretty reasonable. He's doing a great job.
Can we hurry this up, please?
Do you have somewhere to be?
Yeah, I bought tickets to the series finale of Stranger Things.
You seen it in theaters?
Yeah.
We're all sold out when I look.
You snooze, you lose. Meeting adjourned.
Hey, you don't dismiss the meeting. I dismiss the meeting. Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Week 18. We actually did it.
No, we actually did it.
Did what?
We finally beat the Cowboys.
We finally fired Matt Eberflus. I'm gonna miss him.
What do you have to say for yourself, Cowboys?
Thanks for beating us. Now we have the 12th overall pick instead of the 18th.
It was worth beating you guys.
Really? You could have had the first overall pick if you just would have lost to the Cowboys.
I know, but I really wanted to feel what it was like beating the Cowboys again. It's been so long.
You should have just asked me. I could have told you how it feels. It's really not that exciting. Almost as exciting as losing the last game of the season to a 40-year-old. The Eagles could have had the number 2 overall seed if they didn't rest their starters.
Then what happened, Slump?
No one ever said Nick Sirianni was smart. He is a winner, though. Is that because of him or in spite of him? We had no way of knowing if the Bears were going to lose. Plus, it's not worth it to risk injury. Honestly, I'm having flashbacks to 2023. Why am I even explaining myself to you losers? We'll see who the real loser is next week. Says the team with no offensive or defensive coordinator. I'd rather have no offensive coordinator than Kevin Patullo. Oh, okay. Laugh it out. We'll see who's laughing next week.
Burn!
Honestly, you guys should be rooting for me as the NFC East representative. And they call me delusional.
Who do you think is going to be our next head coach? Kevin Stefanski or John Harbaugh?
I'm gonna laugh when it's Mike McCarthy. I actually have a better idea.
I'm listening.
I really think you should consider, and just hear me out,
Spit it out!
Jason Garrett. I'm just saying, why not? It could be fun.
Very funny, Cowboys. The Titans can have
The
him.
real question is, who's gonna replace Matt Eberflus? 4 defensive coordinators in 4 years. No wonder you guys suck. Joe Witt Jr. is available. I think we're gonna be aiming a little bit higher. Maybe Brian Flores, Jim Leonard. Falcons stop playing around. Maybe Jeff Ulbrich. I'll take any of those guys.
Anyone would be better than Matt Eberflus.
Truer words have never been spoken. So you guys really aren't rooting for me? Oh, we're gonna root for you. Really? To lose. You'd rather have the 49ers win than us? Yes. And then I want them to lose next. What if the Packers played the Eagles? Who would you root for? Well, then I'd be rooting for the Meteor. Don't be mad, Trayvon Diggs. Remember how to play football the second he left your team? Just give it some time. Isn't that what you've been saying the past 30 years?
I'm just so excited, guys.
For the 5th overall pick? We're picking 7. That's crazy that we're only 2 picks behind you. And we're only picking 5 picks after you. Thanks again, Giants.
You're welcome, but that's not what I'm excited for.
What are you excited for then, Giants?
I'm excited that after next week, we'll all be watching the playoffs together.
Really?
What if we do a joint Cancun trip?
Really? I'm not doing anything. We're not losing to the 49ers.
I'll start looking at hotels and flights.
Let me know, Slim. We're not losing to the 49ers. Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Wild card weekend. Are you done? Guess I kind of deserve that. I never want to hear you saying anything about us being one and done again. At least we made the playoffs. And then lost to the 49ers 3rd and 4th string. AJ Brown was doing all that talking all season long. Just to play like Nelson Aguilar when it counted. AJ Brown played like a bum. I can't even deny it.
And to not talk to the media after? Talk about a sore loser.
AJ Brown isn't the only one to blame. Devontae Smith missed some passes too. You ever stop to think, maybe the quarterback's the problem? I could ask you the same question. Honestly, we're the real winners here. How do you figure? Because we got rid of Kevin Patullo. It was worth losing just to get rid of him. Mike McDaniels is on the way.
Speaking of new coaches, it's official. John Harbaugh is our new head coach.
Congrats, Giants.
Thank you.
If he couldn't win with prime Lamar Jackson and prime Derrick Henry, there's no way he's winning with Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo.
Just you wait, Eagles. He's gonna prove you all wrong.
5 years for $100 million? And they said we're the ones who overpay for aging talent.
Well, at least he's won a Super Bowl in the last 30 years.
I can't really say anything. I still think you should have gone with Jason Garrett.
Maybe we'll go with Jim Leonard as defensive coordinator.
You leave Jim Leonard out of this. Why? You're probably going to end up hiring someone just as bad as Eberflus. Have fun with Jonathan Gannon. We're just doing our due diligence. I don't even know what that means. I know. I know what this means, though. Did you just run an ad? Flights to Cancun are not cheap. Does this mean what I think it means? What do you think it means?
We're going to Cancun together.
We still have to hire a defensive coordinator. Come on, commies. You're not getting Brian Flores either way. Loosen up a little bit. So are we done with meetings this year? Or? Everyone knows we're done with the meetings as soon as we lose. Because you guys aren't doing anything in the playoffs.
I want to host the meetings next year.
And I wanted A.J. Brown to catch wide open passes. We don't always get what we want.
Well, why don't we just talk about that in Cancun? Also, have you considered trading A.J. Brown? Just throwing it out there, like Jalen Hurts.
Are we really doing this?
I already have our agendas for the week.
You've been planning this for a while, huh?
I've had a lot of time to think about this. First, we're going to the Underwater Museum.
Well, maybe we can see some of your Super Bowl championships there.
Then we're gonna swim with the whale sharks.
I prefer eating seafood, not swimming with it.
And finally, we're going to Cirque du Soleil.
Doesn't Jerry Jones run that clown show?
No, I'm pretty sure that's Nick Sirianni's place.
Still happy you rested your starters week 18?
This is gonna be so fun. I'll text you guys the details. I gotta go pack.
Meeting adjourned.
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Conference championship.
What was the point of going to Cancun if everyone was just gonna stay by the pool all day?
Sometimes you just want to relax.
Yeah,
you were doing too much, Giants. Actually, I think you were doing too much, Cowboys. How are you gonna hire our DB coach as your defensive coordinator? Christian Parker wanted out of that John. You want to be us so bad. Says the team who hired Kellen Moore. We hired him after he got fired from the Chargers. Plus, aren't you forgetting, we actually won a Super Bowl with him? And what do you think we're going to do with Christian Parker? Go 8-9? I'm just glad we finally got a defensive coordinator. Durante Jones is nice. He was one of our top choices. If we couldn't get Brian Flores, he's the next best thing. I don't know why anyone would want to coach that defense. Aging and terrible. Reminds me of Jerry Jones, actually. Jerry Jones just hired one of your best up-and-coming coaches. That's the closest he's ever going to get to winning a Super Bowl again. We live in your head rent-free. Didn't you just get blocked from trying to interview our offensive coordinator? We were just doing due diligence.
Why does no one want to be your offensive coordinator, Eagles?
You know why, Giants.
Is it because they're mean?
It's because no one wants to coach Jalen Hurts. He can't throw.
I guess it's pretty bad when Mike Kafka didn't even want to go there.
We didn't want Mike Kafka anyway. We were just doing our due diligence.
Brian Dable didn't want to go there either, and he coached Jalen Hurts at Alabama.
Face it, Eagles. No one wants to coach under Sirianni and have Jalen Hurts at quarterback. I don't know why you wouldn't. Are you serious, Mo? Why wouldn't you want to coach under Sirianni?
Because he's rude.
He's only rude to people who deserve it. Didn't your fans egg Kevin Patullo's house? Yeah. And he deserved that. The real question is, why would you want to coach under Sirianni? He's on the hot seat. He has a diva as wide receiver one, an aging Saquon Barkley, and a quarterback who can't throw. Every competent offensive coordinator under Sirianni is a head coach now. So just Kellen Moore? You're just mad that Kellen Moore did more for us in 1 year than he ever did with your team. I think that was more Howie Roseman than Kellen Moore. Cope Moore. Anyways, we'll find the right person for our job. Don't worry about us. Worry about yourself. Just doing your due diligence, right? You finally looked up what that meant? You need to be worried about why Drake May has more playoff wins than Dak. Have you seen Drake May's stats? He's clearly getting carried by his defense. I guess you would know about that, though.
How does it feel that DeMarcus Lawrence is in a Super Bowl after only one season on another team?
Feels like we should have kept him over Micah Parsons. DeMarcus Lawrence said it best. He was never going to win a Super Bowl with you guys.
Why don't we all predict who we think's going to win the Super Bowl? I'll start. I think the Patriots because they're not playing us. We're their kryptonite.
I got the Seahawks winning, just so we can make fun of the Cowboys with DeMarcus Lawrence. It could go either way, but I just don't think Drake May's ready. At least one Cowboy won a Super Bowl this year.
What about you, Eagles? Who do you have winning?
Not the Cowboys. Ha! And that's all that matters. I don't think you're going to be laughing much next season. We'll see about that.
Are we still on for the Super Bowl potluck?
I'm down. Let's do it. We got to cut this meeting short. I got another interview lined up for offensive coordinator. Due diligence. You could always go back to Kevin Patullo. Meeting adjourned. Hello?
I'm a grown man.
Welcome to the NFC East meeting. Super Bowl edition. It's been over a week since the Super Bowl happened now. Guess defense really does win championships. How do you think the Eagles won a Super Bowl? It wasn't because of their QB play. I would sit this one out. At least we've won a Super Bowl in the past 30 years.
While the game wasn't that exciting, what did you guys think of the halftime show?
I had no idea what they were saying the whole time. Me neither. Don't lie. I know you were watching the Turning Point USA halftime show. What?
You don't have to understand the words to understand the vibes.
I kind of liked it. I don't know what Lady Gaga was doing, though.
Don't you dare disrespect Gaga.
My bad, Slim.
I wish I could get married during a halftime Super Bowl show. You know, that was a real wedding.
It was about as real as the Cowboys' Super Bowl chances this season. Ha-ha! Funny how we both ended up in the same place. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the first Super Bowl where the commercials were better than the game. The commercials suck. Exactly.
They weren't all that bad. I love the Jurassic Park one.
What commercial was the karaoke for the Backstreet Boys? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the Super Bowl wasn't the best, but I still had fun watching
It's
it.
just crazy how everyone's already back to talking about us. No one is talking about you. Cowboys should trade George Pickens for Max Crosby. We'll trade you Preston Smith for Pickens right now.
We'll give you Kayvon Thibodeau.
You better trade for Max Crosby before we do. Knowing Jerry Jones, he's gonna make George Pickens sit out.
Doesn't he have the same agent as Micah Parsons?
Yes, but that's why everyone always talks about you. Why? Because you're always doing something stupid. Like hiring Christian Parker?
I heard Vic Fangio wanted to retire, by the way.
That was just a rumor. He's not retiring.
Just like Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson are coming back?
They are! They are! And I'm the delusional one.
I'm so excited for free agency.
Why? No matter what you do, you're still coming in last in the division. Ha ha!
Someone's mad they don't have any cap space.
We don't have that problem. If there's a player good enough, Howie will find the cap space.
Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill just got released.
Howie's already on it. If we just restructure a couple of players, we can spend big in free agency too. Putting your faith in Jerry Jones to spend money is diabolical. He did say he wanted to have more Super Bowls than Robert Kraft before he died. And I want to eat cheesesteaks all day long and not gain weight.
I could get you on a workout plan, Eagles. Pilates is actually a lot more difficult than people think.
The point is, we can all wish for things, but we actually get things done. Only thing you got done this season was a first round exit. At least we made the playoffs, so now it's okay to go one and done in the playoffs.
Are any of you guys going to the NFC house? Because I am.
Yeah, I got invited. So did I. Wait, I didn't get invited. What's the NFC house?
Technically, I've already said too much. We're under NDA.
I gotta go pack, actually. Meeting adjourned. Hold up. What's the NFC house? What's the NFC house?
Magruder.
The heck?
Agruder.
Not about that life. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man.
Roll me the alley.
I'm a grown man.
Roll me the alley.
I'm a grown man.